After the resurrection, most people focus on one thing: the empty tomb, the victory, the moment death was defeated. But if you look closely at the Gospels, there's something else, something quieter, but just as important: a direction, a movement. Jesus tells them, "Go to Galilee, there you will see me." Matthew 28 verse 10. The angel says the same thing. He is going before you to Galilee. Matthew 28 verse 7. Now pause, because this raises a question most people never ask. Why Galilee? Why not stay in Jerusalem? Jerusalem was the center. The temple was there. Power was there. Religion was there. If you wanted to prove something, if you wanted to establish authority, that's where you would stay. But Jesus does the opposite. He leads them away to Galilee. And this is where the story begins to deepen. Because Galilee is not just a location. It's a memory. It's where everything started. It's where he first called them. Where fishermen left their nets and followed him. Where miracles happened. Where crowds gathered. Where faith first awakened. So after everything that has just happened, the betrayal, the fear, the crucifixion, the silence, Jesus brings them back to the beginning. And that is not accidental, because something in them needs to be restored. Think about the disciples. They ran, they hid, they doubted. One of them, Peter, even denied him 3 times. Jerusalem holds that memory: failure, fear, broken loyalty. But Galilee holds a different memory: calling, purpose, first love. And so Jesus does something profound. He does not confront them in the place of their failure. He meets them in the place where it all began. And there, something begins to change. In the Gospel of John, by the Sea of Galilee, there is a quiet moment. No crowds, no spectacle, just a question. Do you love me? Asked again, and again, and again. Not to shame, but to restore. Because Galilee becomes the place where failure is not erased, but redeemed. Where calling is not canceled, but renewed. But the story doesn't end there, because Galilee carries another meaning, one that is easy to miss. It was known as Galilee of the Gentiles. Matthew 4 verse 15. Not purely religious, not isolated, not inward. It was mixed, open, connected to the wider world. And that changes everything, because now, the mission is about to shift. In Galilee, on a quiet mountain, Jesus gives his final command: "Go therefore, and make disciples of all nations." Matthew 28 verse 19. All nations, not just Israel, not just the familiar, not just the safe. From Galilee, the mission expands, outward, global, unstoppable. So now step back and see the pattern. Jesus rises from the dead, but he doesn't stay in the place of victory. He moves from Jerusalem to Galilee, from power to beginnings, from failure to restoration, from a small group to the whole world. And maybe that reveals something deeper, something personal, because often we expect God to meet us in our strongest moments, in our victories, in the places where everything is together. But more often, he meets us somewhere else. He meets us where it started, where we first believed, where we first said yes, where something in us was still simple, still open, still willing. Galilee is not just a place on a map. It's a pattern, a return, a restoration, ascending. So the question is not just, why did Jesus go to Galilee? The question is, where is your Galilee? Where is the place God is calling you back to? Not to repeat the past, but to restore it? And what if the next step in your journey doesn't begin with something new, but with returning to where it all began? Let's talk in the comments.